I'm free now. See now. Society's time me release now. Crazy, I'm finna go see now. Big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one. 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1. Like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I'm running up at night. You know I gotta get one life for this. Went through. J. Cole said it's memes and mills, but I'm the king and adjusted all. Really wanna wipe me down. I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaty better beef with me than never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while I'm Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey's 6'2", dark skin with purpose. Never voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying Lil Curtis. Yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I'm running up at night. You know I gotta get one life for this.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Motion man right is Rice. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
Hopkins, a man in motion left. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 72 yards. And the Chiefs march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing now is Geno. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, Smith.
Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
On second down, here's Smith. Flushed out right. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now Geno.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Here's Walker.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Walker is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On 3rd and short to get to the tight end. And he is in for the touchdown.
Pharaoh Brown
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Hopkins, the man in motion right. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Slide. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Mahomes going to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll roll him out right. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Smith. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Made before, didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Mahomes now on first down. Dancing to his left. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone. So they get two more on the board here just before halftime.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
It got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 18. Geno now to throw.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
There he goes left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
DK Metcalf,
82 yards.
And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining. As they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Mahomes to throw. Being chased out left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Mahomes now on 1st down. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Flush to his right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. It's complete. And he will not make it to the goal line. He'll come up short. And they'll be unable to get this back within 1 score as it stays a 9-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter. So DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for KC. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Mahomes will throw for it. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 40 yards. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes rolling to his right.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And from the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right to the air is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete to open things up.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. That ball caught. It's Rice. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes, sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Buying time to his left. That is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. There's the former Chief, man they watched for years, Tyreek Hill. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Tua going to throw. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Michael Dana. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this is going to be incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up and bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
A big play there for KC. 43 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Second down and 6 now.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Flush to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. That's laid out deep for Rice. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline it goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. takes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Smith. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 3rd and 9. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. Oh, some strong running. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Tua. Steps away to his left. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Inside the 20. And he will take this one home. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. To the air right away is May. Short pass caught by Henry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Throwing here is May. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They go play action now. May. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Here's May. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it with May. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. And they go play action with May. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 67 yards. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Antonio Gibson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out.
Oh, that's it.